Hi everybody.
Shalom everyone. We are on Erev Rosh Chodesh Nisan, few hours before a complete lockdown in New Zealand to prevent the coronavirus.
And we wanted to share with you some advice we were inspired by from Natan Sharanski and a few other ideas as well. As many of you will be aware, Natan Sharanski spent over 9 years imprisoned, and of that, 405 days in solitary confinement. So he's quite an expert when it comes to surviving imprisonment and time in solitary. And I also feel really proud because I know that a lot of women in our community protested for his release just down on Vulcan Lane by Queen Street.
So he gave 5 different ideas of how to deal with this extraordinary time. First one, number 1, what is the purpose of us being self-isolated? So he felt all the time he is a soldier during a global war to fight for the purpose of coming to make aliyah to the land of Israel. We also now, soldiers, each and one of us, in self-isolation, are soldiers in this against this invisible enemy to prevent the spread of the virus.
The second tip that he gives is to focus on the things that you can control, not on the things you can't. So don't depend on being released from your confinement at a certain time. You can't control that. But think about the things that you can control. Is there a hobby that you want to take up, or something that you've been wanting to do, a goal that you want to achieve, a book that you wanted to read, something that is manageable and that you can do for yourself?
Number 3, humor. He said he used to laugh over the guards even. And we all now flooded with amazing jokes coming all over the world about the coronavirus. One of my favorites I got from Israel, from a friend of mine, as we all know, everyone is rushing to the supermarkets to buy toilet paper. What do you do if you ran out of toilet paper? Simply just use your passports. You can't do much with that now for a while.
The fourth tip that he gives is to tap into your talents and your hobbies. He loved to play chess, and he was so good at it that he could play it in his own head with himself, and that's what he'd do in solitary confinement. So for us to think about what are some of the things that we've been wanting to do but haven't had time to, now's an awesome opportunity.
Number 5, his advice is always, he felt he is connected. Stay connected. He felt he is part of Am Yisrael, although he is alone for such a long time, but he always feel part of Am Yisrael. We also, in self-isolation, has to stay connected with our core family, has to stay connected, must be, with our community, and of course with the global human race now everywhere else in the world.
It's true. Interestingly now, we're being forced, whether we like it or not, to put our focus back on our Jewish homes. And from a Jewish perspective, this has always been the way. Judaism always focuses on the Jewish home. We have laws that require us to build a mikveh for the sake of the family when we move to a new town, before we even build a synagogue or a Beit Midrash, a house of learning.
Usually, we would delegate our Judaism to somewhere else, where those who go to shul, this is the time for you now. Make your own home as a shul. Usually, we're also sending our kids to school to delegate teaching our children. Now, especially around Pesach, this is the time to teach our own children. Don't delegate. There's nobody else to do it for you now. You must do it yourself.
It's true. Judaism recognizes it's not always easy when it comes to the Jewish home, and that's why we have commandments like honor your father and your mother and to educate your children. But we can do it.
We can do it, and we'll do it together. And please stay in touch, because some exciting stuff are going to be uploaded soon. And stay tuned for Friday Night Live, as we're going to accept Shabbat early with some music and singing in order to bring the joy of togetherness through self-isolation. Stay strong and safe during this time.